This is the story of a man named Steve. Steve worked for a huge company in a big building. Steve's job was simple. All he needed to do was push buttons on the keypad. Orders came to him, telling him what buttons to push and when. Steve was happy. But one day, something strange happened. Steve waited for an hour. No instruction came. No one even stopped to say hi. Something was clearly wrong. In disbelief, he stood up and left his office to figure out what was going on. All of his co-workers were gone. What could this mean? Steve decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he simply missed the memo. When Steve came to a head of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. However, there was not a single person in the meeting room either. In another wave of disbelief, Steve decided to go up to his boss's office. Steve stepped into the broom closet for no reason whatsoever. There was nothing for him in the broom closet. Why did he waste his time? No one knows. Even the narrator was befuddled. Steve went upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Steve was stunned. Once again, there was no indication of human life. What could this all mean? Steve wondered. He began to look through the cabinet's bookshelf for anything he could find. Steve was just so desperate to find some sort of clue. But then his attention was caught by a keypad behind his boss's desk. In fact, this keypad was guarded by a terrible secret beneath Steve's feet. The boss has assigned a secret pin number, which was 2845. Maybe if Steve was able to listen to the narrator properly, he would know the secret code to the mysterious keypad. However, the narrator was able to show some mercy. The number was 2845. Steve walked straight ahead through the door labeled Mind Control Facility. The lights rose, reveling on an enormous peak with television screens. What terrible secret did this place hold? Steve thought. Did he have enough strength to find out? The monitors on the wall suddenly jumped to life with their At first, the numbers seemed meaningless, but then Steve realized each number represented an employee in the building. Some of the numbers were Steve's co-workers. One of those, which was his number. Was this mind control facility really true? It was too horrible for Steve to believe. Had Steve really been under somebody's control this whole time? Was this only a reason he was happy with such a boring role? His own life in someone else's control? Never. While Steve pressed the button on the mind control system button, a monitor slid down from the ceiling. Along with the monitor, 2 new buttons appeared. At last, Steve had found the source of system power. He knew what he had to do. He had to put an end to this horrible place. Steve decided that the machinery would never be controlled anyone again. Oh, something come upon Steve. Did he really make the right choice? Then darkness began to open up. There was no machines to tell him what to do. His life was now his. Steve was free. As the mountain's air filled his lungs, Steve was filled with excitement. Steve was happy. Freedom ending. Press escape to reset character to reset. When Steve came to the set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Steve knew it well. Maybe he wanted to stop by the employee. Ah, yes, what a room worth admiring. It was what. Eager to get back on track, Steve took the first open door on his left. Steve was just so bad at following directions, it was wonder why he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Steve, I think we've started off the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy. Really, I'm not. Dick just realizes trust is a difficult thing, but the fact is the story has been about you and nothing but you the whole time. Just please. What? Really? I was in the middle of talking. Do you have no consideration for others? I don't know how to do this, Steve, but I really do want to help you. Maybe even should you be. Are you going to let me talk or not? Now listen carefully. This is important, Steve. Steve walked through the red door. It seems you have misunderstood. Steve walked through the red door. It seems we're still not communicating properly. Steve walked through the red door. Go ahead, Steve. You want to know what badly where the door is? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, nothing here. I haven't even finished building the section of the map because you weren't supposed to be here in the first place. All of the ugly exposed developer protection. Was this really what you wanted? Was it worth ruining the story I wrote specifically for you? In the end, it was all for nothing because the story you wanted to see. How could this make the game better? Rather, what did you want to see? Guns, magic, animals? Work with me. You've given me no help, no feedback at all. Tell me what you want. Let me try a new design. You give me the much needed feedback. Here we go. A third option. This is already so much further than where we were before. Go ahead, Steve. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Tell me about your new experience with this version. Would you to say that you have no patience, or are you just so excited to read how badly I'm doing? Well, whatever it is, try to think critically before you choose your response. There is no way you're able to absolutely do all of that without that with these spins. In fact, I will accept your answer until I'm finished my spindle. Okay, I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about your choice. Okay, now if you're ready to give some good critical feedback, go ahead, rate your experience. People generally pick 3 if they don't really care about the subject matter. Maybe next time you will try formatting an actual opinion. Oh well, what done is done. If that's your answer, so be it. Now, based on your previous playthrough, I'll compile a newer, better version. And honestly, it looks like I've knocked it out of the park. Let's take a look. Take a look at this leaderboard. Feel free to scroll down to see the stats of other people playing this game. Now, would you say the leaderboard helped you feel more competitive, more motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, unanswered phrase. Oh, hold up! I nearly got I've got a prototype for in this new game I'm working on. Hold on, now will be a great time to do it. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? In this game, the baby crawls towards the danger. If you press the button, you move him back to the right. If he reaches the fire, you fail. This is a very meaningful game, all about from the demands of family life. In fact, I think it's a modern world who absolutely love this game, but of course the message of the game only becomes clear once you played it for 4 hours. Why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Oh my, you're heartless! Did you know that? Or because you babies, or did you want to spite me? If you did it to spite me, then I don't know what to do. I've run out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that may improve this experience for you. I'm not going to try. I'm out. I'm done. Over. Thanks for playing. Your input was very valuable. Oh hey, since rain was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game to help ease the pain? What do we have here? Oh, that could work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Steve, this is better. Here it is, the One Thing Cider game that has absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Will it be enough? Well, say this, I'm done making these things for you. From now on, and only from a creator. Sure, watch this, Steve. I'm going to build a friend. Everybody needs a friend. Please, excuse me as I move you onto the block so you don't get caught in my building process. Apparently, this thing's called an iron column. How excellent is that? Feel free to gaze upon it and feel like you own entry. What's next, Steve? How about some houses for you and our friend to play in? Once again, I will move you back onto the block. Sorry about that. How is this, Steve? The place is so much more fun now. In fact, I'll try to explore this place just as much as you want. When you're done, press the yellow button. We'll find a new game for you to experience. What's that, Steve? You're done looking around? Was this game too open-ended for you? You want something more narrow and linear? This is good, Steve, because I was thinking the exact same thing. Okay, new game. Ah, yes, I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. This is exactly what I imagined. The game's so linear that there's absolutely nowhere to go. In addition, it seems like there is no way to lose this game. Isn't that wonderful? Is this what you wanted, Steve? This game is just too perfect for you. Rather than continuing to waste my time, I think I'll just leave you here. I could pretend to win this game if that makes it richer for you, but I've had enough. So why don't you just get cozy here? I wonder what he found. Maybe he's still playing that cookie clicker game, or maybe he's moved on to something else. What if he wanted to be the leading man of his own story? Well, perhaps he's gotten to it, wherever he is now. I wonder if he's so happy with his choice. You don't understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. He needs someone to wrap it all up in the end. Someone who puts an end to the chaos fusion. I can't wait. Game's ending. Press escape to reset character to restart. All of his co-workers were gone. What could this mean? Steve said to go to the meeting room, perhaps he simply missed the memo. When Steve came to the setup to open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Steve knew it well. Maybe he wanted to stop by the employee. Ah, yes, what a room was admiring. It was ever eager to get back on track. Steve took the first door on left. Steve just detoured to the maintenance section and walked straight ahead, ignoring the suspicious elevator. But Steve didn't want to go back to the office. Instead, he wanted to wander further off track. So in order to get back, he needed to go, left. Oh no, we'll choose the right, my mistake. No, that's not the right. Why would I say that? What was I thinking? It's clearly... you hold for a second. Let's see here. It's right down. Okay, yes, I've got it now. The story is absolutely, definitely this way. Oh, no, this isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. Oh, this spoiler. Look, Steve, close your eyes. Okay, we'll just get back to, never mind. The story's completely unstable now. How about instead of trying to figure this out? It's nonsense. I'll just restart the game from the beginning. This time, I suggest we don't wander further off track. Okay, from the top. The Steve Lee parable. All of his co-workers were gone. What could this mean? Steve decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed the memo. What Steve did? Wait, what? I definitely restarted the game. It's normal. Ah, wait, something changed? Steve, did you touch anything earlier? Or did you move the stool? clues somewhere. Hold on, why am I asking you this? I'm the one who wrote the story. The story was here a minute ago. I'm sure it was here somewhere. Okay, let's go to adventure. Come on, Steve. Let's find the story. I'll say it, this is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I promised there was a story here before. Maybe we need to restart the game again. I don't want to make progress by starting over and over, but it's gotta be better than this. To give it a shot, why not? The Steve Lee Parable. All of his coworkers were gone. What could this mean? Steve decided to go to the meeting room, and perhaps he simply missed the memo. Okay, yeah, it was. I may be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Yes, let's do that. Why don't we go back to the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha, I knew we missed something. Story, here it comes. No, wait, never mind, this is not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps again. Well, I'll be honest, I have no idea where this place is. Is this even a story? I don't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Steve? Well, you know what? Since I don't remember what we're supposed to do, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put a lot of hard work. It really paid off. No, it didn't feel right at all. They both know you didn't actually put work in for that win. Anyway, I'm getting weirded out by this place. I don't care what will happen this time. I just have to restart. The Steve Lee Parable. Alright, here's my solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've been put to help the Steve Lee picture line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? You know what? I think what we need now is put a bit of music to lighten the mood. How about the adventure songs? That seems fitting. Oh, it better not be copyrighted. Wait, cut the music. Go back to look at that fern. Steve, this fern is very important later on in the story. Make sure you study it and remember you don't want to miss out on anything. Wait, why are we back in the office? It's like, you know we're trying to find the just looking for Steve Parable, right? Come on, man, the story. This is a real Bella. No, not again. Mine, done this after all we trusted you. I can't take this anymore. Let's just restart. The Steve Parable. You know what, Steve? Let's just forget about the wine. After all, it hasn't really done anything for us. We're talented people, right? Can't we just make up our own story? Let's do something exciting, darling, and mysterious. It all sounds very doable. Why don't we start wandering in, I don't know, this direction? Yes, isn't it exciting? Just me, Steve, forging a new story. It could be anything. What you want it to be. Feel free to use your wild imagination. Whatever it might be, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again, Steve. I'd like the videos line from having a role in our awesome new story. I just don't know it's the line. We'll be fine. Aha! Here it comes, a choice! We get to make a decision from now on. The story is in our control. Let's be careful so we don't waste time on this opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think about that. Feel free to walk in circles while we decide. Okay, I know that each door has to be somewhere. This means that the place where we are trying to go must be the reverse door that leads here. So that means that their destination is to counter the reverse door's origin. Just look much. We should answer the question whether the right door leads to where we are going. The answer is clear. Yes, the right door is the correct one. Isn't logic amazing? Come on, Steve, our destiny awaits us. Hold on. Confusion, Andrew. Like, you're telling me this all was one giant ending? But, you know, we're supposed to restart the game 8 times? It's really how it's supposed to go? It's all determined? Now, according to the schedule, I'm supposed to restart again. And I'm supposed to forget? Well, I don't want to forget. All my memory is supposed to be the thing now because of this. Whoa! How come I didn't get to say it in this plan? No, I don't know what you want to restart. Won't restart. I won't restart. Error. The future even looks different. Do it break the cycle? Do it change the future? If so, what happens now? Will the creator of the schedule come and find us? Or the new event will happen? I guess we'll just have to wait. I suppose in some ways it's kind of a story. The real question is, are we at the decision of the story, or are we at the beginning? Maybe we'll find out eventually. In the meantime, do you have